Hey guys, how the frig's it going? Been watching YouTube videos, and right now I'm just watching Sugar Cube. She got her old Dell XPS with a i5 running Grand Theft Auto 5 on it. Sad thing is it runs it smoother than my laptop does, and this computer is really old. It's got a second generation i5 and it's doing really good. So, and I got a third generation i7 on my laptop and more RAM than her and all that, and her laptop runs it better than mine. Kind of upsetting, but we'll let that go. What I'm actually doing is I'm taking the SSD. Here, I'm just going to pause our video there so we don't get any crosstalk copyright. I'm going to be removing the SSD from the PS4. You're probably asking yourself, Adam, why are you doing that? So far I haven't noticed a single thing different between having the SSD versus the hard drive in there, except for I lost 20 gigs of data. So my battle plan is to put that SSD into my computer, into this Cyberpower PC, formatting it MBR so that I can use it for Windows 7 to dual boot. That's my battle plan anyway. And I'm going to use that drive to hold the software and any games I'm going to play on it and whatnot. And see if it still crashes like a son of a bitch. Now I know I'm going to lose a lot of processor abilities because apparently Microsoft stated that if you're not running Windows 10, a lot of the new features on the Skylake will not work, which is fucking bullshit. But we're going to give it a go anyway and see how it goes. And if that's bunk, I'll just end up ripping it out of that computer and we'll toss it over in the XPS 8300 and we'll do all our gaming from over there. And we'll have to figure out something different for the driving rig, because I don't know if I showed you this, but this is how I got this set up right now. So the controller's in the way, the keyboard's off to the side, the mouse is over here by the coffee cups. It's a real bitch, but yeah, it works. Now my battle plan is I don't play the PlayStation 3 at all anymore. What I was thinking about doing was moving it downstairs, putting it on the big 55 inch, taking this TV out of here, putting it in the spare room, and bringing back the other Sync Master and sitting it back up there for dual displays. That way there, while I'm playing Euro Truck or whatever, I can have the YouTube comments going on the other screen, or vice versa, and I think that would be a lot better, turning this into a gaming area. Move the PS3 out of here, put it downstairs, and use it for whatever down there. I don't know. Probably nothing. So yeah, that's the battle plan there. But we'll get to this probably tomorrow after I have some sleep. But as for right now, this is the plan. This is the plan. So I'm not going to be installing the SSD in the computer tonight. Probably going to do that tomorrow. You never know. I might do it tonight. Fuck. We don't know. But starting the vlog a lot earlier than normal. So, right on. Alrighty, so we got the older hard drive put back in here. This is the 500 gigabyte momentous Samsung Seagate drive, ST500. I don't know why they didn't put a hybrid drive in here. They work a lot better. And this thing probably will get the hybrid upgrade later on down the line. Just not anytime soon, because why bother? So all you do is slide it in, push it in place. Once the hole lines up, you're good to go to put your Sony screw back in. The reason why I call it the Sony screw is because it has this X circle, or yeah, the X circle triangle square onto it. So you just drive that right in the hole. If I could film right, that'd be awesome. Give her a quick little finger twist. Grab Captain Screwdriver here and twist her down. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's why you never date a left-handed girl. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Oh yeah! So I gotta do a system update on this thing. I don't know what the fuck's really going on. You know, it wasn't even that big of a deal. I just kind start the PS4 DualShock. No, don't. Storage contains an update file for you. It does contain it. Where the fuck are you not working? Gah! Oh, there we go. So I put the pen drive in, and now it's being a fucking bitch. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. What the frig? Turns out the pen drive I used is shit. I was using this old, and you're gonna laugh, this old, I think it's a Lexar. No, it's a Kingston Data Traveler. Look at how damaged it was, eh? The key ring's broken. It's beaten to shit. It's an old, what, 16 gig, 8 gig? 8 gig. It's an 8 gig pen drive. And this poor thing, man, I beat the living hell out of it by accident. I had it in my pocket, fell out of my pocket, landed in the driveway, backed over it with the car. And it didn't work. Well, it worked fine, and it's finally end of life, so it's garbage. So, gotta remember that. So I'm using my Angry Bird one right now. I got a 4 gig Angry Bird that's getting ready. So, see how that goes. There we go. That's better. Fucking good old Angry Bird. Oh, upside down. Good old Angry Bird to the rescue. Actually, it's arts in the PlayStation 4. And there we go. PS4 is back up and running like a champ. Right on, right on. Alrighty, well, I decided to get cracking on this computer. Looks like I have one more SATA slot left for this hard drive. Just tried to play Grand Theft Auto. Fucker locked up again. So, yeah. Gonna go ahead with the upgrade. Well, yeah, I guess it is an upgrade. So we got this here SSD all ready to rock. It's in the actual chute. Just pop her in there and you're good to go. But we're gonna route the power lines through, get everything hooked up, and get everything did, because this fucking thing's pissing me off. Somebody mentioned, can't remember who it was because I don't have a computer to look at right now because I'm currently working on it, that it could be the power supply that's causing the problem. But it's a 600 watt power supply, which should be more than enough power to power the R9 380 and the Intel friggin' processor. So here's hoping. Now, as for this motherboard, if anybody's wondering what kind of motherboard it is, let me see if I can find it in here somewhere. It's written, there it is. It's the H110M Pro D. Yeah, it's already Pro D, alright. And I was wrong. There is a PCI Express 1 slot. I think I mentioned before I didn't think it had one. Yeah, it does, but it's so close to the damn video card that I probably can't use it. So that sucks. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and throw the drive just below this other drive. I hope this here does slide right in there, or it actually goes above it. So this just clips in here, slides in, and well, let's give her a go and see if she goes in. Nice. So that just slides in there like that. Boom, in there. Now all we got to do is run our power line at the back and the SATA line, and we are fucking off to the races. Alrighty, so we're all wired up and ready to rock. Everything's all hunky-dory, so there's a new line there. Whatever. Not the cleanest install, but I missed the hole. Supposed to put it in through up here and jack it in over there, but I don't give a shit. Let's see if this actually works. I had to move some wires around and stuff to get the back panel back on because fucking stupid. Anyway, button her back up, plug her in, format the drive, and get Windows 7 going on this pig. Okay, see that disk 2? That just so happens to be the SSD from the Sony PlayStation 4. That's how many partitions it makes upon configuration. That is a fucking mess. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and blow all this away and make it into one solid partition. And then we're going to get Windows on here. Ugh, getting this stupid error down here. We couldn't install Windows in the location you choose. Please check your media drive. Here's more info about what happened in a bunch of numbers. So I punched that into Google. Google comes back and I found a bunch of information on this, which is kind of ridiculous what you have to do. Basically, I need to disconnect all the hard drives but the SSD to install Windows on this fucking rig. Are you serious right now? Overcomplicated fucking monkey dick. Well, I don't know. I really don't know. So I literally disconnected all the hard drives but the new SSD. Now it's going. Apparently this isn't a new problem, or an old problem I should say. It's actually still a problem. Windows 10 does this. If you try to install Windows 10 to a secondary hard drive in your computer, it'll fucking throw that error, and you gotta disconnect all the hard drives in the computer but the one you want to use, or otherwise you get that error. This is the workaround. You run only one drive when you're setting up the OS. Other programs like Linux, Mac OS don't have that problem. Microsoft, I said it in yesterday's vlog. I'll say it in today's vlog. Fix your fucking shit. You see, I should have been aware of this problem, because I had this problem with the XPS 8300 when I put the SSD into it. It fucked up. It would not connect at all. Reason being is because I have two hard drives in there, the 500 gig hard drive and the 120 gig SSD. So sure as shit, when I tried to install Windows on that rig, I was getting that error message. I remember that now. Because I made a video about it a while ago when I got the rig and realized, yep, we got a problem. So the solution at the time was disconnect the 500 gig, run the 120, install Windows. Bob's your uncle. I forgot because it's been a while, but now I remember. But the next time I gotta do this, I'll probably forget again. Fuck. Either Windows has a bunch of services to start or something is up. Been doing this for a whole episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Blah! Victory is mine. That's right, Windows is on the computer. Now I just need to set up all the drivers for all the hardware. Fun. Thank God I have the CD. It's working friggin' fine in Windows 7. I've been playing for a bit, hasn't crashed. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Windows 10 is a piece of shit. Hey guys, well, the computer works flawlessly in Windows 7. Like flawlessly. Edits videos, does everything I need it to do, runs properly, played Grand Theft Auto for 3 hours, no lockups on max settings. Runs like a champ. Windows 10 runs like balls. Did some more research on it, discover what the issue was. You ready for this? Motherboard chipset drivers. I shit you not. Turns out the motherboard isn't completely Windows 10 compatible. And the way to get this motherboard to install in Windows 10 is you have to turn on compatibility mode when installing the drivers. We all know Windows 10 has problems with compatibility mode. This is the reason why there's a lot of you out there who are posting, well, I run Windows 10 and I can play video games no problem and everything works fine, so your computer's a piece of shit. Well, no, well, you're sort of right. The computer is a piece of shit. The motherboard sucks a big fat hard one. It is a MicroStar after all, and, well, they haven't been friggin' A-game since back in the AMD K7 series, probably. But, yeah, so that's the reason why the computer sucks. Because the motherboard isn't Windows 10 completely compatible. Now, I'm sure over time that'll be fixed. Or either that or MicroStar will just release a new board and make that one Windows 10 compatible and try and get people to buy their junk. But if I end up replacing this motherboard, I'm going to put something good in it. In other words, not an MSI. We'll put a Gigabyte. Or an Asus board. You know, one that actually is Windows 10 compatible out of the box. So needless to say, I've been playing a lot of video games today on my PC, which is awesome. So I guess I don't need to change anything for the driving rig. We'll leave that one the way it is, and that'll be glorious. And, yeah, we're good to go. So right now what I want to do is fill up my water jug because it ran out because I drank a lot of freaking water while playing video games. How's that sound? Anyway, so yeah, that's my battle plan is just to chill out for the rest of the night. Now tomorrow I need to go to my parents' house because, weird. The company that Dad works for gave him a smartwatch that looks a lot like my Samsung Galaxy Gear, or Samsung Gear 2 watch. So, he needs to get that watch set up to connect to his phone via Bluetooth. And then he needs to have it set up so that when he takes a picture, it gets uploaded to the corporate Dropbox for the company he works for. Hey Oreo, stay in the yard, bud. So, what I need to do is figure out, well, I want to play with the watch and see what it is, because apparently it's a clone of my Samsung Galaxy Gear 2. It's not a real one. I looked them up online. They're about 40 bucks a pop, so I'm expecting it not to be too awesome, but if it turns out to be pretty awesome, fuck, I might have to order myself one, because I miss wearing a smartwatch. But gonna check that out tomorrow and help him set that up, so there'll probably be a video of me over at my parents' house. What the frick is he doing? He's gonna fall through the crust. He's walking on the snow in the yard. Like I plowed him that little area, the puppy poop pad as I call it. Well, because he only weighs like 13 pounds or something. Where is he? Oreo, come on. He's like way out there. I don't even know if you can see him. Well, I remember last year he did that. He walked halfway down the yard, and I can't go after him down there. And it was pretty deep snow. And he's walking on top, and I could hear the as the ice was like starting to shift underneath him. The look on his face was classic. He got all concerned because he knew he was going to go through. He knew it was just a matter of time before something went wrong, and he went through the snow. And then he decided to buck her back, and he blew right through the crust, and he was like, hey, he was gone. He had to tunnel his way back to civilization, but yeah, kind of like Minecraft Puppy Edition. But anyway, so yeah, tomorrow I'm going to go over there. I'm going to help him set up his smartwatch. That'll be alright. And then check that shit out. I'll probably shoot some videos of that, showing you guys what it is. And you're going to be surprised. It looks exactly like my Samsung Galaxy Gear. I think it's called the DZ09. And yeah, he got one. Apparently a bunch of the guys at work got them, and Dad wants it set up like that. So I can't see it being too hard. I know the Samsung Galaxy Gear, when I took photos with it, it would upload them directly to my phone, and then my phone would upload them directly to Dropbox. Same with when I took videos, like when I did that vlog that one day with the watch. Well, it was every time I was done shooting a clip, it would transfer to the phone, and the moment the phone got on Wi-Fi, it uploaded them to the Dropbox, and then I was able to grab them from there and put them on the computer, or put them in the video editor, and that was good to go. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So today basically was just a non-stop revert the PS3 or PS4 back to the old hard drive, get the SSD into the computer, get Windows 7 running on it. Now Windows 10 is still on there, and the way I got it set up now is I can jump between Windows 10 and Windows 7 by using the BIOS boot selector. By default, if the computer reboots right now, it boots into Windows 10, but all I do is I hit delete on the computer, go into the BIOS and select the right drive, and then it's off to the races. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Or hit F11 and choose the PNY to boot from. And the Windows 7 install can see the 2 terabyte hard drive, as well as the 250 gig Windows 10 installation drive. So not all is lost. So I can choose what operating system I want to fuck around in, which is awesome. So I'm kind of happy with this setup. Probably going to rock out Windows 7 most of the time now until Windows 10 fixes its shit, or I get proper driver support for that motherboard. And then I'll probably go back to Windows 10, because I did like how fast Windows 10 boots, and how quickly it launches programs, and how well it caches, and how well it works with memory and all that shit. But what I didn't like about it was any game that required graphics bigger than Minecraft, you know, DirectX, it would seize up and shit the bed. Which means I couldn't play Grand Theft Auto, I couldn't play Fallout 4, I couldn't play fucking Duke Nukem 3D probably, you know? So when you get a gaming computer, you expect it to play games, just saying. So anybody who ordered this computer from Newegg probably got really pissed off when they got it home, unboxed it, went, oh yeah, I can play Grand Theft Auto with my buddies now. Go and download Grand Theft Auto, install it, get 5 seconds into the game, black screen of death, frozen, monitors turn off, don't know what the fuck to do, throw the computer into a snowbank, you know? So, yeah, kind of a pain in the cock, and I feel bad for anybody who bought that rig thinking that was going to be the awesomest gaming system ever, because, I'm sorry, in its stock form it was fucking junk and it needed an upgrade to Windows 7. But anyway, people, I'm going to shut the vlog down here. It's already 12:30 in the morning. I'm going to edit this vlog and upload it to YouTube, and probably go to bed. I didn't sleep right last night. I want to have a shower too, so that's the battle plan. So on that note, people, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the vlog. Letting you know, Twitter and Instagram links are in the description. If you're into that shit, you can go follow me on there. Also, the Facebook fan page is down there. I post random shit on there too, so if you're on Facebook, you can always check that out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, favorite, and comment. You know, I haven't been doing commenting on comments, but I have been replying to a lot more comments lately. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.